Biafra, superstars, media.
My people, my Biafran people, now how on a day, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending from where you're listening to the sound of my voice. I remain Biafra Superstars Media, and I'm holding it down. I say God bless Biafra and God bless Oduduwa. God bless His Excellency Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Chief Sunday Igboho and all the freedom fighters from the southeast to the southwest, up to the middle belt, and our Hausa brothers. If you're ready for your freedom, if you're ready for your liberation, if you're ready to regain the land that was stolen from you by the Fulani cabal, then God bless you too. God bless the dragon, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency ESN Ekpa Simon Ojukwu, for the amazing job you are doing, my brother. We appreciate you, we love you, we thank you. We see you as the Moses of our time. We see you as the Redeemer. We see you as a prophet sent by God to redeem Biafra. We see you as the comforter. We see you as the helper of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Simon, kudos. The sit at home has been a great success. We thank God because so far now the whole world knows that we the people, that we the Biafrans have spoken under one voice. We've spoken with one voice that we want out. And through the 7-day sit at home, the people in that zoo called Nigeria, they now get the message. They now understand that Biafrans, they want out. Our relationship with that zoo republic called Nigeria has been nullified. It is done and dusted. Nigeria is defunct as a country. We are breaking out because the 100 years contract is done. My people, today I want to speak on this title. Nigeria, let Biafra go. I will try to make this one brief, so this might be part 1. I will come with part 2 over the weekends. My people, today I want to speak to the rulers of that zoo called Nigeria. I call it a zoo because they look like one. They say if it barks like a duck, acts like a duck, walks like a duck, then it's definitely a duck. So in this situation, I am referring to Nigeria as a zoo because that is what they are. A beast of no nation. I said, Nigeria, let Biafra go. It is time to let Biafra go. And today I want to call on no other person than the president that has been elected in Nigeria by the name Tinubu and his vice president, Shettima. I am calling upon you today to allow Biafrans to go. Just as it was in the Bible, when God sent Moses to tell Pharaoh to let his people go. I am calling upon you today to allow Biafrans to go. Because this relationship is not working. We have tried all we could. We, the Biafrans, we have done our best. We have played our part. We have gone all across the landscape of Nigeria, all across the different states. We have done businesses. We have opened businesses. We have provided services and goods. Yet, the hatred for Ndi Igbo is still at an all-time high. Mr. President, you even knew what happened in Lagos. In a time of election, where in a democracy they say government by the people, of the people, underline the word of. Government by the people, of the people, and for the people. The of there means it is the people that have the right to choose who they want to choose. Their votes and their casting of votes should be private. In fact, the left hand should not see what the right hand is doing. But somehow, some way, suddenly, the Igbos in Lagos State, even though we, the Biafrans, we have told them through our Prime Minister, we told them not to partake in that election. But somehow, some way, they chose to partake in that election. And they felt the full wrath of the law when the Lagos State government, they did the unthinkable. The Igbos were once again single-handedly picked out from the different tribes, and they said the Igbos cannot vote a candidate of their choice. Even though I don't care about the election or the outcome of the election, for the fact you said they cannot vote a candidate of their choice, it means they are not free. Because even God himself was so smart where he gave us the freedom of choice, the choice to choose between good or evil. As a human being, God gave us that choice. If God in heaven could give us that choice as human beings, as mere mortals, to have a choice to choose between good and evil, how come in Lagos State the Igbos were not given the choice to choose or vote for whoever they wanted? That tells me that the Igbos, they are not free, even in Lagos. Lagos was once the capital of that so-called Nigeria. It is supposed to be the epicenter. When you talk about the top 10, cities in Africa, Lagos should be one of them. A metropolis for that matter. But somehow they were able to single-handedly pick out on the Igbos. They made the election to be about the Igbos. Which is why, even for those who say they are one Nigerians, even the Biafrans, some of them who claim to be one Nigeria, for some of them who love Peter Obi, and because of the love of Peter Obi, they chose to be one Nigeria. They still got the bitter brunt end of the stick. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you claim to be Biafran, they will kill you. They will send their military to kill you when you come out to protest. And if you say you are a Biafran or an Igbo, a one-loving Nigerian person, you still don't have the right to vote for your own candidate. You don't have the choice to vote. A beggar has no choice. Beggars goes with alamajiri. So the intention of the zoo system is to make the Biafrans to be the alamajiri of Nigeria. To make us the beggars of Nigeria, which is why I'm saying that relationship cannot stand. Because we, the Biafrans, we are people of pride. We are men and women of esteem. We hold ourselves at a very high esteem. Respect to my sister who scored the highest score in the UME exam. The beautiful young girl, Promise Ojukwu, or what's her name? God bless her. But that's an example of what the Biafran can do. The mind of the Biafran. And that is something they want to relegate. They want to relegate us to become the alamajiri, to become the beggars that have no choice. They tell us to sit down and we'll ask them for how long. They tell us to run and we ask them how far. They ask us to jump and we ask them how high. This is how they want to treat us. And we, the Biafrans, we are saying no. Enough is enough for that kind of relationship. So Nigeria, let Biafra go. I'm calling on the president of Nigeria. Tinubu, let Biafra go. Because the relationship is not working. It has never worked. Since 1960 till date, it has never worked. And we are calling upon you the same way Moses warned Pharaoh. He told him, let my people go. But somehow, the heart of Pharaoh became, hardened. Do not be a difficult president. Your first assignment should be the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And after that, come on a round table. Let us have that discussion. That discussion that the Fulani cabal, they are scared to have. We must sit down and have that discussion on a round table to discuss how that relationship can be. And one of the ways we can do it is through a referendum. So my people, today I want to speak on someone, the son of somebody I revered so much. I want to speak to the third son, I believe, of our eternal leader, Nnamdi Ojukwu. Today I was watching the Arise News and I saw this man. He spoke about Biafra. He spoke about Nnamdi Kanu. And he spoke about Simon Ekpa. But what struck a nerve in me was when he said Biafrans or the Igbos don't want Biafra. That we don't want anything to do with Biafra. That the only reason why we speak about Biafra is because we feel marginalized in Nigeria. Sir, with all due respect, I feel very, very embarrassed that you, being the son of our eternal leader, you will come out and make such a statement. Because I will tell you that when your father called out for Biafra, because more than 80,000 Biafrans were killed all across the north, it was open season, they were killing us. Your father was compelled, not by himself, but the people around him, the council in the eastern region, they all sat and told him to declare, Biafra. And when he declared it, he believed in his conviction. He believed he was doing the right thing. And he knew that Biafra will give his people freedom, everlasting freedom, peace, love, and joy. So for you to say that the Igbos right now don't want Biafra, that we are only saying we want Biafra because of the hardship we are going through in that zoo called Nigeria, I was taken aback. I was baffled. I was confused. And I was angry in my spirit. But I digress because there were some few things you said in that discussion that went very well. But at the same time, I would try to be more pragmatic and more objective to listen to your interview. And I will do my best to analyze it and be very, very respectful. Because your father was a good man. But mind you, I lost my grandfather in that Biafran war. The Biafran war made sure someone like me, I did not see my grandfather because I was not born during the war. So the price that most of us have paid is still here. The price we have paid for Biafra is still hot. It's still in our hearts. So be mindful next time when you're on TV and they're asking about your opinion. In fact, you said you were asked to come to that station to discuss Biafra. So whoever sent you to make that statement, you should be careful. If it was Andy Uba or is it Ifan Uba that sent you to make a statement, because your statement was in conflict with the belief of your father, Nnamdi Ojukwu. So my people, let us sit back and relax and listen to this interview done by this man, the third son of our eternal leader, Chief Nnamdi Ojukwu. Listen.
Welcome back to the morning show here on the Rise News. The renewed resistance against the Monday sit-at-home in the southeast is gaining momentum in the present administration of President Bola Tinubu. The horrible ordeal southeasterners undergo in order to live a normal lifestyle has become horrible. First, it was a call by the governor of Enugu State to sanction workers who failed to turn up for work on a Monday, yet with no adequate security measure. Likewise, the senator representing Anambra South Senatorial District, Senator Patrick Ifeanyi sent a strong warning to Simon Ekpa, who hails from Ebonyi State but lives in Finland. Ekpa is a die-hard campaigner for Monday's sit-at-home in the southeast, with Anambra State as his major stronghold. Joining us now is Lotana Ojukwu, the third son of Sir Louis Odumegu Ojukwu and young brother to late Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Ebofai, Dr. Abati.
Well, sir. Well, Mr. Ojukwu, she already posed a question. What do you think of the sit-at-home every Monday in the East? And now the attempt by some of the governors, stakeholders, and lawmakers to say no, allow peace to reign in the Southeast. What are your thoughts? IPOB is even saying we have no hand in it.
Yes, in fact, this is why I've asked to come on this show, to take the opportunity to appeal to President Tinubu to step into this matter. 1/5 of the company is being held hostage. People are not able to go about their business. Children are being flogged. Teachers, they can't go to work. It's really a very terrible and shameful situation. One that affects our economy. It affects the morality of anybody who is aware of what is going on. I feel ashamed, and I know that the president has stated that he wants to tackle security in Nigeria. Well, they are not, they did not kill the school children, but people have been killed for coming out to do business.
Bam. Okay, let us start from this notion that he said they did not kill the school children, but people have been killed coming out to do business. Now, sir, with all due respect, let's come clean. Come on. Let's get to the chase. Let's stop this childish kind of discussion. You and I know that video of kids on the floor, school kids on the floor, was concocted, right? You and I know that was a script by the zoo government. You and I know it's a way to give a dog a bad name just to hang it. You and I know that, right? So let's get that clear. And whatever you said in terms of people being killed doing business, you and I know that when the Buhari government was still in place, their military were going in there to kill people. You and I, we know that. So please do not come here and sit on the fence by not being more specific about those who were doing the killing. I wasn't happy with your notion by you leading as if you want to say it was we, the IPOB, that were responsible for the children being flogged and people dying in their markets. That was not the responsibility of the sit-at-home. It was the Nigerian military who was doing it. It was the unknown gunmen, which we now know they are the special forces of Asare Dokubo. And lately we have seen some men by the so-called Senator Ifeanyi. So it is clear those who are responsible for the unknown gunmen, because if Senator Ifeanyi could raise more than 500 young men dressed in black, carrying AK-47. That tells me he had a standing soldier all this while. He had a standing army all this while, because there is no way he left Abuja from his Senate activities. He came down to Nnewi in Anambra State, and suddenly more than 500 men, they are parading the whole street, traumatizing people with their AK-47. It tells me Ifeanyi Ubah has a standing army, and also that tells me when it comes to the unknown gunmen, we can now tell those who might be responsible for it. I rest my case on that one. Let's continue.
And it is a very, very terrible shame. I believe that the security situation is a low-hanging fruit for President Tinubu, who has proven himself as a man who wants to attend urgently to certain pressing issues. I believe that when 1/5 of your country is being prevented from performing their day-to-day livelihood activities, it is something that you must attend to urgently.
Right. Mr. Ojukwu, thank you so much for stating that. The sit-at-home order has been on since August 2021, was introduced then. And for close to 2 years now, they haven't been able to address this, contain this. I know now you're appealing to the current president. But what lessons can we learn from the previous administration? In your estimation, why have they not been able to contain, this order by people whom, for the residents, are not only inclined to do so, but they are forced to do so. They are killed or their shops attacked if they don't comply.
My sister, you just said they were forced to do so. That the people of Biafra were forced to sit at home. Hey, my God, have mercy with Nigerian media. This is why we call it the Zoo media. She just said now that people were being forced to sit at home. Lord have mercy. Is it possible to force people to sit at home for 2 years straight? My sister, can't you get it? Can't you see? Can't you read the handwriting on the wall? That it is we the people that have decided to sit at home. It is the 70 million Biafrans that have decided that for the fact your government, your Buhari government went to Kenya to you see, this is the problem I have with the Nigerian media. They have never discussed this live on air because they know the moment they raise up that kidnap in Kenya, that will be the day the Zoo government will shut down their radio or their TV stations. They know the date they raise up the issues about the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. I challenge Ojukwu in your trending news. Bring up the topic about Nnamdi Kanu. Bring up the topic about the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Bring up the topic how they flew in from Kenya to Nigeria. And I bet you that will be the last day Arise News TV will cease to exist. You and I know that's a fact. So for you to come in and say people were being forced to sit at home, no, my sister, you've got it all wrong. What is happening before the face of Nigeria and all across the world is that the 70 million Biafrans, please get this in your head. I am not Simon Ekpa. Because you all want to blame Simon Ekpa that he is the one. I am not Simon Ekpa. And I am telling you right now that we, the 70 million Biafrans, we gave the mandate to Simon Ekpa to call for a sit at home. Simon Ekpa is not responsible. He is just our spokesperson. We also made him the Biafra Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile. I hope the media can get this right. He is not a self-acclaimed or a self-proclaimed leader. Only tyrants do that. To us, Simon is the good guy. To us, Simon is a faithful servant. To us, Simon is doing the job of his leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Which is why we, the Biafrans, we have decided that on Monday shall be Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day. We give Monday to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We dedicate Monday to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why for the past 2 years, we have been sitting at home. As long as you have Nnamdi Kanu in your custody, we, the Biafrans, shall continue to sit at home. It is a protest. For the past 2 years, we have been protesting the kidnap, the rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and the continuous detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We know that when we come out to protest, you will shoot us down with your military. Your military will shoot us with live bullets, which is why we have chosen to sit at home and do the protests. I know that sit at home is biting Nigeria heavily in their bomb side. In their backside, in their bomb, it is biting you heavily because I understand the supply chain. When it comes to business and economics, you must be able to take care of your supply chain. We know what runs through Biafra land, and by God's grace, very, very soon, that's our oil that you exploit. Not explore. You come to Biafra land to exploit our oil. Today, I heard our Prime Minister, he made a statement about stopping the exploitation of the Biafran oil. That will be the next phase. The exploitation. I didn't say exploration. When you exploit, is when you have the right, the license to come into a land to explore and do business in terms of oil. We are saying what you are doing in Biafra land is exploitation because you are not welcome there. You are coming to another country. You are coming into a different territory. Biafra, it's an entity of its own. It's a nation of its own. So you coming to exploit oil without having the license, you are breaking the law. We are getting to that phase very, very soon, my sister. So let the zoo know what is coming. Let them release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now and solve this problem. Because I keep saying, Nnamdi Kanu is a gentleman. He is a kind man. He is a sweet man. He's got a kind heart. He is gentle. He is meek. He is humble. He is respectful. He listens to his elders. But somebody like me, I don't listen. Somebody like me, I am heartless. I am heartless. I am saying it now because I will fight to the end for my freedom. I will show no mercy. I shall show no mercy when it comes to me. And this is why I love Simon Ekpa. I am a perfect reflection of Simon Ekpa. I am just waiting for the right time. I'm gonna reign forever. I'm gonna reign for who? Oh my God. Oh my, look, you guys don't know what is coming. You don't know what is coming. You don't know what is coming. You've seen Simon Ekpa now. You're saying, oh, Simon this, Simon that. You're all panicking. More of us are in line. And when the time comes, we will show up now. We go show up. When we show up, that is it. So we are telling you now, say, if you know what is right for you, leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. Whatever the son of Ojukwu is saying here, well, he has the right to say what he wants to say. But I'm embarrassed, that he's saying he's ashamed of a sit at home. If Nnamdi Kanu was his father, he will be thanking us now that we are standing for his father, that we are sitting down for his father. But now, because, it is somebody else, he's saying he's ashamed of the sit at home. Let's continue. Let's continue, my people.
Why has it been difficult to manage this situation? And going forward, what recommendations or perhaps advice would you give to the president?
Well, the people carrying out these atrocities say that they want Peter Obi to be released.
Nnamdi Kanu.
I'm sorry. I have Peter Obi on my mind. They want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. President Tinubu has said he's a law-abiding president, and the courts have said that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. I would like President Tinubu to talk with Nnamdi Kanu. Also use diplomatic channels to talk to Britain and to talk to Finland.
Okay.
Why I mention these two countries is because Nnamdi Kanu comes from, has a dual nationality, and one of them is Britain. He lives there for a long time. Ekpa, who is actually more intransigent than Nnamdi Kanu, lives under the shelter of the Finnish government.
Ekpa, who is more intranscendent, Oyibo, lives under the shelter of the Finnish government. You see, look, my people, this is the problem I have with our elders, because he's an elder. He's got gray hair. I respect him, but to say he lives under the shelter, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? That you feel like he's a refugee or what? When you say he's a citizen of Finland. He has the right to be in Finland. And he has more freedom than you Igbos in Lagos. Look at what they are doing to you all in Lagos. You claim to be one Nigeria, but ordinary Lagos, that is supposed to be a capital city, once the capital of Nigeria, Lagos is stopping you from voting. Lagos is breaking down your business. Lagos is stopping you from importing goods and properties and medications. Lagos is doing that to you. And you don't say, oh, we are living at the shelter of Lagos. You don't say that. But when you guys want to speak on Simon Ekpa, on our prime minister, you say somebody who is living under the shelter of Finland. Well, I want to speak to the president again. Mr. President, the Jagaban of Lagos, and probably the Jagaban of Nigeria. Sir, I am telling you again with all due respect, yesterday I did an open word to you. Not an open letter. I spoke out to you for 10 minutes, asking you to release Nnamdi Kanu. In this video, I'm going to tell you to let Biafra go, because I have looked at it up and down, left and right, side to side, inwards and outwards, outwards and inwards. I have tried to understand it, to overstand it, to understand it. I cannot get it when it comes to Biafra and Nigeria. That line has been drawn. Allow Biafra to go. Nigeria, let Biafra go. Tinubu, let Biafra go. I think that would be the best advice I will give to you. Because they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. In the Biafran war, you betrayed us. In your politics, from 1960 till now, you've betrayed us. In your political system, you claim Nigeria was on a tripod. Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, but so far, it is Fulani and Yoruba that has been doing the business. The Hausa has been taken out. The Igbos have been taken out. The Yorubas chose to align with a foreigner, with an intruder. An intruder, the Fulani, that they took over the land of the Hausas. And somehow the Yorubas have chosen to align themselves with foreigners, with outcasts, with neighbors that are unwelcomed, with relatives that are unwelcome. Because I know the Hausas, till this day, they are still beating themselves for allowing in the Fulani, for opening their doors to Fulani. All in the name of politics. They thought they will have more majority, so they allowed their distant relatives, the Fulani, to come in. But suddenly, the leopard can never change the skin. The Fulani, they came in, and now, when you look at it now, 88% of all the councillors are Fulanis in the north. 97% of all the governors are Fulanis. House of Reps, senators, you name it. That was the biggest mistake of the Hausa. And it has cost them their land. It has cost them their freedom. And it has cost them their life. So I want to speak to Tinubu today. I think enough is enough. It is time to allow the Biafrans to go. Because for somebody like me, and I speak for so many people, the trust is gone. The damage is already done. We don't have any feelings for Nigeria anymore. Let us go. Conduct a referendum and let us see. Do it the civil way. In the Western world, it is done the civil way. When Britain felt they were done with EU, with Europe and all those things, what did they do in the EU stuff? They asked for a referendum, and the people, they voted. Nobody was killed. No guns were shot. Which is why till this day I ask myself, why is Britain not allowing the Biafrans to get this referendum? If it was good for Britain to come out of Brexit, why can't they offer us the same solution? Why is the question? Why can't they offer us the same solution, the opportunity to call for a referendum? So I want to put this at the doors of Tinubu. I say, Nigeria, let Biafra go. I don't want to make this too long. I may have to come back to this video again to address what the son, they call him Lotana. But with respect, I'm going to say the third son of our eternal leader, Nnamdi Ojukwu, what he has said here. I'm going to rest it here. I don't want this video to be too long. So one more time, I tell the president of Nigeria, let Biafra go. The culture, the way of life, everything is not the same. We don't feel you. There is no love lost. In fact, there is nothing common between me and you anymore. The Biafrans, we have our own way of life. We have nothing in common with Nigeria no more. Our ideology, where we see ourselves in the next 100 years, it is different from you guys. How else can I say it? Nigeria, let Biafra go. Let us go in peace. You don't want us in Nigeria. Let us go. Even in your presidency. So far it is Yoruba, Hausa, Yoruba, Fulani, Yoruba, Fulani, Fulani, Yoruba, Yoruba. That's what you've been doing. Allow us to go and keep, rotate the president. It's easier for you then, north and south. South for the Yoruba, not for the Fulani. Do it that way. Allow us to go. Allow us to go. Those that want to remain can remain with you. But allow us to go. Allow us to go. Because what is coming will shock the whole world. What is coming next will even shock Nigeria. And because I have friends from the Oduduwa side, I have friends from the Middle Belt, even from, the Hausas, Nupe, Niger State, and all those places. I have friends there. So to make sure we live in peace, allow us to go in peace. Because that relationship is null and void. I cannot stay in the house of somebody who is abusive to me. I cannot remain in an abusive relationship. It is time for a divorce. It is time for a divorce. Nigeria, let Biafra go. So from me, from here, for now, I'll be back with the part 2. But for now, I'm going to say peace to the whole family. Biafra Superstars media, I'm holding it down. I say God bless Biafra and God bless Oduduwa. God bless His Excellency Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. God bless Chief Sunday Igboho and all the freedom fighters from the southeast to the southwest, up to the middle belt. And our Hausa brothers, if you're ready for your freedom, if you're ready for your liberation, if you're ready to regain the land that was stolen from you by the Fulani cabal, I repeat, if you are ready to regain the land that was stolen from you by the Fulani cabal, 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 by the Fulani cabal. Lord have mercy. Hausa, wake up. People from Nupe, wake up. My friend from the town of Bosu, you are a proud guy. When I asked you where are you from, you told me your name, that you are from Niger State, a town in Bosu local government. You broke it down to the molecule, to the exact location that you came from. You didn't mention Fulani or whatever. You told me the history about the Fulani and my eyes popped out of my head. It is time for you guys to wake up. It is time to wake up. Fight back for your land. Fight back for what belongs to you. My Hausa brothers, fight back for what belongs to you. Yes, you made a mistake by welcoming them into your land, all in the name of politics, but you can still correct it. Do it now, because once the Biafrans are gone, it will be hard for you guys. Though. Do it now. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Fight for what belongs to you. The land is yours. The property is yours. The resource is yours. Go and get it back. Go and get it back. You don't need any explanation to take your property off a criminal. When someone steals your property, you don't need to beg them to get it back. You go and grab it. You go and snatch it. As Tinubu would say in politics, in the real sense, it is when you own something that you go there, grab and snatch it. Go and get your land. So once more time I say to my Hausa brothers, if you are ready for your revolution, if you are ready to regain the land that was stolen from you by the Fulani cabal, then I say God bless you too. Above all, I say above all, above every other one that I've mentioned so far, I say God bless the dragon, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, His Excellency, ESN, Ekpa, Simon Njoku, for the amazing job you're doing, my brother. I thank you. I adore you. I appreciate you. I say kudos for the job you're doing. I say thank you for giving me life. Thank you for giving us hope. They thought when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they stole or they kidnapped our hope. They thought Biafra was dead the moment they went and kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They thought when they showed his pictures on handcuffs, looking dazed, looking dazzled, looking weak, they tried to break the heart of the 70 million Biafrans. People became sick seeing that picture. The cabal, they knew what they were doing. When they put a frail-looking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on live broadcast with those pictures, people had heartaches. People were broken down. People became sick. People had depression, high blood pressure, you name it. I was sick for 3 weeks, even myself. I couldn't eat. I couldn't taste. I couldn't smell food. Something in my belly felt the pain. And for 3 weeks, I was sick. By just seeing that picture of our leader in chains. So the Fulani cabal, they are meticulous. You say they don't go to school. They say they are stupid. They say they drink the milk of cow. They say they suck the breast of cow. They say they drink the urine of cow. But somehow they learned from Britain. They learned the art of war from Britain because Britain loved them so much that Britain made the Fulani cabal to be the rulers of that so-called Nigeria. They told them they were born to rule. That was a secret covenant between Britain and the Fulani cabal. So they have learned the art of war. They don't forgive. They don't forget. Since 1966 till this day, the ruling class of the Fulani cabal, they still have that hatred for the Biafrans. Somebody like that fool, that old stinking dirty man they call Buhari, that idiot, he still feels he's fighting the Biafran war. He still thinks he's a soldier in the trenches, which is why he called the Biafrans a dot in a circle. My people, I can go on and on. But to Simon Ekpa, you have given us hope. The hope they intended to steal off us, even though they took our confidence off us, even though they snatched our hope by showing us the picture of a lifeless man, Nnamdi Kanu, a man who looked sick, a man who couldn't even open his eyes, a man in handcuffs with military jacking him. We saw what they did to us in our mental state of mind. They were playing with our psychology. They gave us stress. They gave us trauma by looking at those pictures, with the hope that Biafra will be dead in our mind, because they know the fight for Biafra is in the mind. But unknown to them, oh my God, have mercy, unknown to the Fulani cabal, that man they held, Nnamdi Kanu, was a man who saw tomorrow. He was like a preacher. He was a prophet of our time, which was why he told us, while he was with us, he told us to listen to Simon Ekpa. In his words, he said, you must listen to Simon Ekpa. You must share his videos, because Simon Ekpa is coming with a new dimension. Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu knew what they would do to him, the same way Jesus Christ knew that somebody would betray him. He knew what the DOS will do to him. He knew what his so-called disciples would do to him. But out of the 12, the Peter stood up. In this case, your name is Simon Peter. You stood up and you told Nnamdi Kanu, you need 100 men? Well, I have good news for you. In me, I am 15-1. And since then, Simon, the cabal, they did not see this coming. In all their calculations, in all their intelligence, in all their war stories, the calculations, going into the war front, they did not see Simon Ekpa coming. They thought spending all those billions to go to Kenya and kidnap Nnamdi Kanu through Ifeanyi Uba, through the DOS and the other cronies, even with the legal man, Ifeanyi, and the rest of them, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and the rest of them, They thought kidnapping Nnamdi Kanu will end the quest for Biafra. And they boasted. They showed his pictures. Not in his glory, but a picture of him looking very, very mild. Looking downcasted. Looking like he has lost the battle. He was drugged. And he was looking weak. He was looking sleepy. They thought that was the end of Biafra. But unknown to them that there was a man who was destined to carry on with the work, the great works of Nnamdi Kanu. That man they call Simon Ekpa. The one who they said his name is the dragon. The one who said he was 50 in 1. The one that came out and when he addressed the people, he asked God for the wisdom of 1,000 men. Oh Lord my God, the Fulani cabal, they did not see this one coming. The Igbo politicians, all the governors, they did not see it coming. They never knew there was a man who was ordained by God, who was blessed, who was coming to carry on and champion this Biafra in the absence of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa, you are doing a great job. And when they saw you, Buhari was weak. He was confused. He never knew where it came from. And he became a very angry man. He sent his military. They went to kill us. They did all that. But there came the ESN. There came the support. When they kill us, we kill them. They kill one, we kill two. That's how it goes. Kill or be killed. Kamikaze, kill or be killed. You kill us, we kill you. Gun for gun, bullet for bullet, life for life, sword for sword. That's how it goes in the war front. We are warriors. And so far, so good. I will bite my tongue for no one. Simon, we thank you. We appreciate you. We, the Biafrans, we say kudos. You are now the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, Simon. And so far, you are doing a great job. The sit at home for the past 2 years, it shows that the people, we listen to you. We are under your command. Whatever you say, Simon, we shall obey. We will obey the clarion call. Anything you ask of us, the Biafrans, the 70 million Biafrans, I am one of them. Whatever you say, we shall follow, because we see you as the real disciple of Nnamdi Kanu. You are the good disciple. You are somebody who have taken over the heart of your leader, Nnamdi Kanu. So kudos to you for the job you're doing, Simon. This next few weeks will be tough. I will be a liar if I tell you things will be easy. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. You are the one who was mandated to do this job. I know right now the whole Biafra is on your back. The weight is heavy. But hang on in there, my brother. Stay in there, because the God we serve will never lay upon you a load too heavy to carry. Simon, kudos to you. You are doing a great job, and the God of Biafra is there to protect you. Let them come. We saw the picture, the video of them trooping into Finland. Let them come. 10,000 by your left, 2,000 by your right. You will smitten them down. They don't have any authority over you, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in them. Simon, you are a warrior. You are a one loved by God. You are a one destined by God. And your leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is proud of you. I know that in his heart, he will thank God for having somebody like you. When you told us you were the disciple of Nnamdi Kanu, your enemies, they got angry. People like Onsoji Man, Prince Darlington, and the rest of them, the DOS, they got jealous, and they said, never again will they give you the opportunity to shine and to speak to the people. But we thank God, even though they didn't give you the chance to be on Radio Biafra, you have your own radio station that we, the people, we got for you. And so far, the voice of Biafra is something that has been waxing stronger and stronger. Simon, you are doing a great job. I am here to praise your name, because you are somebody that have given me hope. You have given us hope about Biafra. So I say, Nigeria, let Biafra go. From me, from here, for now, I'm going to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I remain Biafra Superstars Media. God bless you.
Superstars Media. Freedom's gonna come. Yeah. Freedom's gonna come. I'm fighting for Biafra, fighting for Oduduwa. Yeah. Freedom's gonna come. Nnamdi Kanu is the leader. Yeah. We fight for liberation of the people, of the nation. Yeah. Freedom's gonna come. Freedom's gonna come. Salty dog.
Superstar, what the fuck have you created?